Hi, love. I'm Emma. You're here, which means you know what kind of night this is. The kind where your body is tired, but your mind won't slow down. Where you got into bed, and instead of everything settling, things actually sped up a little. Where the quiet made the thoughts louder. Where the dark brought things to the surface that felt manageable in daylight, but feel bigger now, more insistent, harder to set aside. I know that experience. I think a lot of people listening to this know it well. And the first thing I want to say is that everything you're feeling right now is real. The tightness in your chest, the low-level hum of something unresolved, the thoughts that keep coming back around no matter how many times you address them, the dread that sometimes doesn't even have a specific shape, just a feeling, a state, a quality of the night that says, something isn't right, even when nothing is specifically wrong. All of that is real. We're not going to talk you out of it tonight. I want to be clear about that, because it matters more than almost anything else I'll say. We are not going to fight the anxiety tonight. We're not going to try to logic it away, or convince it that things are actually fine, or build a plan that will resolve the underlying thing. Fighting anxiety at bedtime, really fighting it, is like arm wrestling your own shadow. You can't win, and the effort of trying just makes everything worse. The part of your nervous system that generates anxiety doesn't respond to reasoning. It responds to signals, biological signals. And the signal of fighting is exactly the wrong one. So we're going to offer different signals. Signals of warmth, of safety, of breath slowing down and muscles releasing. Signals that speak to the part of your nervous system that exists below language, below argument, below the part of you that makes lists and solves problems, and keeps trying to find the right angle. That's where we're going. This track uses theta wave frequencies in the background. Theta sits between 4 and 7 hertz, which is much slower than the frequencies associated with alertness and focus. It's the brainwave range that naturally occurs in the drowsy, half-awake state just before sleep. In deep relaxation. In the moments when the mind finally begins to release the day. Your brain knows how to produce theta. It goes there every single night of your life. The frequency in the background isn't creating theta for you. It's more like a cue, a familiar texture that your brain recognizes and moves toward. The way a certain smell can trigger a memory with more detail than you could access consciously. Just let the cue be there. You don't have to do anything with it. Let's start with your body. Anxiety lives in the body as much as in the mind, and the body is often the easier place to begin. Your mind will argue with interventions. Your body just responds. you know the physical signature of your anxiety, the specific places it shows up in you. Let's find them now, gently, not to fix them, but to acknowledge them, to let them know they've been seen. Your chest first. Is there tightness there? A pressure just behind your sternum? A feeling like there's slightly less room than there should be, like something is compressed that wants more space? Just notice. Don't try to change it yet. Just let it be there, named and seen. Your stomach and gut. Is there tension there? A knot? That particular baseline unsettledness that lives in the center of you when anxiety is present. The nausea that isn't quite nausea. Notice it. Let it be there without needing to fix it or be afraid of it. It's your body doing its job. Your shoulders. Where are they right now? High. Tight. Have they crept up toward your ears without you noticing? Just see where they are. Your jaw. Are your teeth touching? Are the muscles of your jaw doing work right now that you didn't ask them to? Just notice. Your hands. Are your fingers slightly curled in? A small fist that you didn't choose? Notice. Every one of those physical things is your nervous system doing exactly what it's designed to do. Anxiety is a threat response. Your amygdala has perceived something it categorizes as dangerous, and it sent the signal, prepare. And your body has prepared. It's tightened the muscles. It's elevated the heart rate. It's narrowed your attention onto the perceived threat. It's done everything right. The problem is the threat is a thought, a future scenario, an uncertainty, a memory with a bad feeling attached to it. Your body can't distinguish between a charging bear and a worry about a conversation. The biological response is the same, which means everything you're feeling physically is your body being appropriately, if inconveniently, human. And it can be redirected, not by arguing with it, by offering it something different to respond to. Breath first. The vagus nerve runs from your brainstem through your chest and into your gut. It's the main channel of the parasympathetic nervous system, the one that says rest rather than respond. And it responds directly to slow, extended exhalation. When your exhale is longer than your inhale, the vagus nerve sends a calming signal upward to the brain. It says, the situation is not critical. The threat response can ease. This isn't a figure of speech. This is physiology. And it's available to you right now. Breathe in through your nose. Just a normal breath. Nothing forced or dramatic. just what comes naturally. A little air in, your chest or belly rising slightly. And breathe out through your mouth. Slowly. Let the exhale be about twice, as long as the inhale felt. Empty all the way out. A little further than you think you need to. Before you breathe in again. Again. In. And out. Slow. All the way. One more. In. And out. Take your time. As slow as you can without straining. All the way. Something may have shifted in your chest, just slightly. Maybe just a degree or two. Maybe just the suggestion of a little more space. That's real. That's the vagus nerve responding to the extended exhale. That's your body receiving the signal, not an emergency. You can ease down. The anxiety isn't gone. We're not trying to make it gone. But the volume came down a little, and that's where we build. Let's do that 3 more times. A cycle of 3. Just to give the mechanism time to work. In. Out. Slow. In. Out. Even slower. In. And all the way out. Each of those exhales sent the same signal to your nervous system. 3 times in a row. Cumulative. Your vagus nerve has been responding. Your heart rate is lower than it was before we started. Your blood pressure has modulated slightly. The stress hormones that have been circulating are beginning to clear. This is not belief. This is physiology. Your body is responding. Now, 1 breath for your stomach. Direct the breath downward. Let your belly push outward on the inhale, like you're trying to expand in all directions. In. Belly out. Out. Belly in. And once more. Good. Your nervous system is receiving a different story than it was when you lay down. The story it's been receiving all evening was one of threat, of something being wrong, of the need to stay alert. The story you've been telling it for the last few minutes is different. The exhales are long. The belly is soft. The muscles are releasing. The breath is slow. These are not the signals of threat. These are the signals of safe. Keep breathing. In and out. Let the story keep getting clearer. You are safe here. This moment, right now, is not a crisis. Your body can ease down. Now, let's breathe into your belly. Direct the breath downward rather than into your chest. On the inhale, let your belly push outward. Some people find this unusual at first, especially if they've been shallow breathing for several hours. Just go as far as you naturally can without forcing. Inhale. Belly out. Feel it expand. Exhale. Belly in. Again. In. And out. The gut is more innervated than most people realize. There are hundreds of millions of nerve cells in the enteric nervous system, the one embedded in your digestive tract. It's in constant bidirectional communication with the brain. When your brain is anxious, your gut knows before you consciously do. Breathing into the belly is a way of sending warmth and attention to exactly that part of you, not demanding that it change, just giving it the attention that says, I know you're here. We're here together. You don't have to work so hard right now. Your shoulders, let them drop. If they've come back up, let them drop again. More than you think you need to. Your jaw, let your teeth part. Just slightly. Just enough that the muscles of your jaw can stop holding. Let your tongue rest at the bottom of your mouth. Your hands, let your fingers uncurl. Let your palms be soft. You're softer than you were 5 minutes ago. That's not nothing. That's your body responding to the invitation you've been extending to it. Softer is the right direction. Now let's move through your whole body, slowly, the way we might move through a house, turning off lights at the end of the night. Not rushing, just moving through each room. Your feet first. Notice them, all the way at the end of your body, far from your mind. They've been working since before you were fully awake this morning. The muscles of the arch, the tendons across the top of each foot, the toes that adjust and grip without you ever thinking to ask them to. Let them be heavy. Done. Your ankles, the joints there, resting in whatever position they've landed. Let them be soft. Your calves, the backs of your lower legs, which hold more tension than most people realize. Even at rest, these muscles often stay slightly contracted. Let them release. Let the whole back of your lower legs soften and go still. Your knees, the joint itself, the tendons, the small aches that have accumulated. You don't have to do anything about those aches. Just let them be part of the picture without demanding your action. Your thighs, front and back, the big muscles that have been working since this morning, walking and climbing stairs, and carrying you through the hours. Let them go flat and heavy against the surface beneath you. Let the bed take their weight. You don't have to hold them up anymore. Your hips, these hold so much. Not just physical tension, but the day's emotional weight, the decisions that cost something, the interactions that required you to hold yourself together. Let the muscles there unclench, just a little, like opening your hand after you've been gripping something for a long time. Your lower back, let it spread. Let the surface beneath you do the holding instead of the muscles doing the holding. Your belly, soft, moving gently with each breath you're not managing, rising and falling on its own. Your chest, easy. Let the rib cage be loose. Let your lungs do what they do without your direction. Your shoulders, if they've crept back up, let them drop. Then let them drop a little more. There is more space available between your ears and your shoulders than you're currently using. Your upper arms, your forearms, your hands soft and open. Your neck, the muscles at the back of your neck, letting your head feel its own weight. The pillow is there. Let it take the weight. Your jaw, teeth apart, tongue at the bottom of your mouth. Your eyes still and soft. Your forehead smooth. Your whole face just a face. No expression. No effort. Just a face at rest in the dark. Your whole body from the ground up at rest. Not perfectly. Not completely. But more than when you started. More than when you first lay down tonight. There's been a change. It's real. And it's enough to build on. Let me spend a little more time with the parts of you that hold anxiety most strongly. Your chest. Just notice it. Is there still tightness there? That's okay. Just breathe into it. Let the breath go into the tightness, not pushing it away, just filling the space around it. In, out. Your belly, the place where the day's tension lives. Let it be completely soft. Let it be the softest part of you. Your jaw. Check again. Did the teeth come back together? Let them part. Let the muscles of your jaw remember that they can stop working. Good. One more long exhale. Let everything that's left of the guard you've been keeping, let it go out with that exhale. Good. Your whole body from the ground up at rest. Not perfectly. Not completely. But more than when you started. That's enough. Now the mind. The thoughts are still there. I know. They've probably been circling during the body scan, offering themselves at the edge of your attention. That's fine. They're allowed to be there. The body scan was also working on the mind, because when your attention was on your calves, it wasn't fully available to the loop. That's the mechanism. Attention is a finite resource, and we've been redirecting it. But let's address the thoughts directly now. Because anxiety at night has a particular quality of thought, and I want to name it. The looping. The same concern or cluster of concerns that keeps coming back around. You address it, and it settles for a moment, and then it's back, usually from a slightly different angle, as if finding the right angle will finally produce the resolution you're looking for. And it never quite does, because the resolution isn't available at this hour. So the loop continues looking for an exit that doesn't exist until morning. The urgency that doesn't match the time. Whatever is worrying you right now almost certainly cannot be resolved tonight. There is nothing you can do between now and morning that will fix the underlying thing. The answer, if there is one, requires daylight, requires information, requires another person, or a decision, or time, or all three. None of those are available in the dark at this hour. And sometimes, the dread that doesn't attach to anything specific. Just a feeling. Just a state. The generalized sense that something is wrong, even when you can't name what it is. That formless background anxiety is perhaps the hardest kind, because there's nothing to address, nothing to problem solve, just the feeling itself sitting in your chest like something you swallowed that hasn't gone down. All of those are real. Every single one. They're not symptoms of something broken in you. They are responses to real things, processed through a nervous system that's been running at a high pace all day and hasn't been able to step down. I want to say something directly about the formless anxiety, the kind that doesn't have a name. Sometimes that kind is the hardest to hold because it's the hardest to address. When the anxiety is about something specific, you can at least acknowledge the specific thing. But when it's just a feeling, just a state of the nervous system, there's nothing to point to, nothing to argue with or reason through. So don't argue with it. Just let it be there. Like weather. The anxiety is weather. Formless, real, not something you caused, and not something you can stop with thought. But weather passes. It always passes. And tonight, we're giving it less fuel, less attention, less fight. Just letting it be there the way you let bad weather be there. Noted, real, not requiring immediate action. A nervous system that has been trying to protect you all day, That's what anxiety is. Imperfect, exhausting, inconvenient protection. And here's what I want you to know about that nervous system. It's tired. It's been working since before you were awake this morning. It's been assessing and responding and adjusting and preparing, running the background process of vigilance all day on top of everything else you were doing. And it's tired, and it would like to stop. The only reason it's still going is that it hasn't received the all-clear signal. We've been sending that signal for the last 20 minutes. The slow breath, the body going soft, the warmth, the closeness of this room, the frequency underneath everything. The signal is getting through. Your nervous system is beginning to believe it. Give it a little more time. Let the signal keep arriving. Here's where the theta frequency becomes important in a specific way. When the nervous system is running a threat response, the brain tends to stay in the higher frequency ranges. Beta, alpha on the lower end. Alert, scanning, ready. Those are the frequencies of waking vigilance. Theta is the frequency of letting go. Your brain moves into theta when the threat response eases and the mind begins to drift. The frequency in the background isn't producing theta for you, but it's providing a consistent cue that says, this is what theta feels like. This is the direction. And your brain, receiving that cue along with all the other signals, the slowed breath, the soft body, the warmth, the permission, is starting to move that direction. Below your awareness. Gradually, without effort. All of those are real. They're not symptoms of something broken. They're responses to real things, processed through a nervous system that's been running at a high pace all day and hasn't been able to step down. What I want you to try is this. I want you to imagine all the thoughts that are circling tonight as small pieces of paper. Each one has something written on it. A worry, a task, a question, a fear, a thing you said or didn't say. And in the room you're resting in right now, or a room you're imagining, there is a drawer, or a box, a container of some kind. You're going to pick up each piece of paper, one at a time. You're going to look at it. Actually look at it. Let it be real. And then you're going to fold it and place it in the drawer. Not throwing it away. Not pretending it doesn't exist. Just holding it somewhere that isn't your chest. The first one. Whatever came to mind first tonight. Whatever showed up before you'd even finished lying down. See it. Let it be real. Fold it. Put it in the drawer. Another one. The next thing that surfaces. See it. Let it be real. Fold it. Put it in the drawer. Work through as many as come. Take your time with each one. Each one gets to be seen. Each one gets to be real. Each one goes in the drawer. The drawer can hold all of it. It's not going anywhere. It'll be there in the morning, and you can open it then, and everything will still say what it says. But right now, the lid is closed, and the room is quieter, and your body is a little heavier, and the light in the room is low and warm and asking nothing of you. Breathe in and out. The theta frequency underneath everything is still there. Slow and patient. Below your heartbeat now. Your brain has been receiving it this whole time, below your attention, being offered the frequency of the edge of dreaming. You don't have to get there on purpose. Just stay here. I'm going to take you somewhere now. A place your nervous system can inhabit without needing to be on guard. Before we go, one more thing about the thoughts. I know they're still there. Some of them, even with everything we've done tonight, the anxiety is probably still present in some form. A residue, a background hum, something in the next room. That's okay. We're not trying to eliminate it. We're trying to reduce its grip on you, to make some space between you and it, to get you to a place where the anxiety is present, but not running the show. Here's something worth knowing about what happens to anxiety during sleep. When you sleep, your brain processes the emotional content of the day. Research suggests that during REM sleep, the memory consolidation process actually works to reduce the emotional charge on difficult experiences. The event stays in memory, but the sharp edge of it gets filed down. You wake up, and the thing that felt unbearable the night before is still there, but it's different. Smaller, more workable. This is one reason that sleep on it is genuinely good advice and not just a cliche. Your brain does something with the anxiety during sleep that you cannot do while you're awake. It processes, it integrates, it reduces the charge. Which means the most useful thing you can do for your anxiety right now is sleep. Not think more. Not work through it more. Sleep. Let your brain have the time and the quiet it needs to do the work that only it can do. So let's go somewhere that makes that easy. Imagine a small cottage. Old, but not in a way that feels worn down. More like in a way that feels settled. The kind of old that means the place has been here long enough to become part of the landscape, long enough that the walls have absorbed warmth and quiet and the accumulated peace of many ordinary evenings. Thick walls, the kind that make the outside world feel distant. Sound from outside comes through muffled, softened, like something happening in a different life. Low ceilings. The rooms feel enclosed in a good way, contained, held. Like a hand cupped around a small flame. Small windows with old glass, the kind that has slight waviness in it, that distorts the outside world into something softer, something impressionistic. If you looked out one of those windows, the dark outside would be gentle dark, not alarming dark. It's night outside. You're inside. You're warm. Take a moment to build the room you're in. What's in it? A fire, maybe, or just a heater that ticks quietly. A lamp with a low orange light. Bookshelves along one wall, or just bare plaster. Whatever feels right. Whatever feels safe. The furniture is soft. Whatever you're lying on has exactly the amount of give that's right for your body tonight. You could not be more physically comfortable right now. The smell of the place. Old wood, maybe. Or the clean smell of something laundered. Or just the neutral smell of a room that's been warm all day. Let the smell be whatever smell means safe and enclosed and still to you. Take a breath of it. This is your place tonight. You found it. It's here. You're in it. There's heat in this room. Real, consistent warmth. The kind that has soaked into the walls and the furniture and the floor and has become the room's own temperature. Not something added, but just the way this place is. Warm. Always warm. You've been cold all evening, maybe without knowing it, and this warmth is meeting you like something you forgot you needed. The furniture here is soft. Whatever you're lying on or sitting on has exactly the right amount of give. You couldn't be more comfortable in your body right now if you tried. There's a sound outside the window, just at the edge of hearing. Rain, maybe, very light rain, the kind that barely sounds like rain, just a soft, general presence on the leaves and the glass. Or maybe it's wind. Or maybe both. Something natural. Something that has been happening for hours already and will keep happening long after you're asleep. Consistent. Patient. Unconcerned with you at all. Just the world doing what it does. Your nervous system, which has been running a threat response all evening, starts to receive different information now. Warm. Enclosed. Safe. Nothing happening that requires a response. This is the signal it's been waiting for. Not an answer to any of the worries in the drawer. Not a resolution. Just the signal that says, you can step down now. The watch is over. In here, there is only warmth and the sound of rain and the weight of your own tired body being held. Your breath is slower now. You probably didn't try to slow it. Your body just did. That's the parasympathetic nervous system taking over. Rest and digest. The side that cannot run simultaneously with the threat response. It's been waiting for the right conditions. You've created the right conditions. Let it run. The anxiety is still there, maybe. In some form. Like something in another room of this cottage. Muffled by the walls. Present somewhere in the house, but not here in this room, not right where you are. Not demanding anything from you right this moment. You don't have to go check on it. It'll be there if you need it. But you don't need it tonight. Tonight you need this. The warmth, the rain, the soft surface, the slow breath, the frequency underneath everything that is speaking the language of rest. Let your eyes be completely still. Let your jaw hang soft. Let your hands be open. Let your belly rise and fall without your help. Let me tell you something that I want you to actually hear. Anxiety is exhausting. The particular kind of exhaustion that comes from being anxious for hours, especially the quiet kind of anxiety, the background hum, the low-grade vigilance that you maintain all day, and then bring to bed with you. It's a specific kind of tired. It depletes you in a way that just working hard doesn't. Because it's your entire system running, not just your thoughts. And here's what that means for tonight. Your body is genuinely, deeply tired. Not just a little sleepy. Deeply tired in the way that comes from hours of running a physiological stress response on top of an already full day. Sleep is not going to be hard to reach tonight. It's very close. Your body is almost already there. The only thing standing between you and sleep right now is the last bit of you that's still trying to stay vigilant, still monitoring for the threat, still doing the job that anxiety gave it. And you can let that part rest now. You can tell it, I've got this. You can stand down. The cottage is watching. The warmth is here. The frequency is here. You can rest. Let that part of you rest. Just for tonight. Think of one thing that is okay right now. Just one. The warmth. The softness. The fact that you're lying down. The fact that in this exact moment, whatever is true about tomorrow or last week, or the uncertain thing, right now, in this second, you are physically safe and warm and resting. Find that one thing. Let it be enough. Let it be the whole world for just a breath. Good. The theta frequency is still there. Slow, steady, slower than your heartbeat. The frequency of the mind that is beginning to dissolve its grip on the day. Your brain is leaning toward it. Don't lean back. The worry in the other room is quiet. The cottage is warm. The rain goes on. You are allowed to sleep, even though things are unresolved. Even though the anxiety hasn't been cured. Even though the drawer full of worries exists and will be there in the morning. You are allowed to stop right here. Not because you've earned it. Not because you've finished enough, or handled enough, or been good enough at managing everything. Just because rest is not a reward. It's a requirement. And tonight it's here, available in this warm room, in this quiet place, with the frequency underneath everything and your own breathing doing its slow work. I want to say something to you before you go, something I mean. You've been working very hard tonight. Not at relaxing, I don't mean that. I mean you've been working hard at just being a person. At carrying the things you carry. At managing the anxiety and the thoughts and the exhaustion and showing up for your life anyway. That's hard. It's harder than it looks from outside. And here you are, at the end of the day, having done it again. The anxiety doesn't mean you failed. It means you felt. It means the things in your life matter to you. It means your nervous system is alive and responsive and doing its job. It's just doing it a little too much right now. And tonight, you gave it something else to do. You gave it warmth and breaths and a cottage and a drawer for the worries and a sound of rain. That's care. Real care. For yourself. Let yourself receive it now. Let yourself be held by this warm room. Let the rain go on outside the window. Let your body be completely still. The anxiety is somewhere in the cottage. Another room. Quiet now. Not demanding anything. And you are here in the warmest room, under the softest light, with everything you need. Your eyes are heavy. Let them stay heavy. Your jaw is soft. Your hands are open. Your breath is slow. The theta frequency is still there. The frequency of the mind, releasing the day. Your brain is at the edge of it now. You know this edge. You've been here before, every night of your life, on the way to sleep. The place where the thoughts get softer, less linear. the place where the images start to arrive from somewhere you didn't choose, fragments and half-formed scenes, the loose impressions of the hypnagogic state. That's normal. That's your brain beginning its sleep work. If you notice that happening, let it happen. Don't grab for it. Don't analyze it. Just let the images arrive and go the way the thoughts arrived and went. Your brain is beginning. You can step back now. The anxiety in the other room is very quiet. The cottage is warm. The rain is steady. Your body is still. Your breath is slow. The frequency is patient. Everything is in place. Everything is as it should be. Let me tell you what I think is happening in you right now. I think you're more tired than you realize. The specific kind of tired that anxiety produces. The tired of a nervous system that's been running all day without a real break. It's different from physical tired. It doesn't announce itself with heavy limbs. It announces itself as difficulty settling, as thoughts that won't quiet, as the wired but exhausted quality you've been carrying all evening. But beneath that, underneath the anxiety and the alertness and the looping, there is genuine, deep tiredness. The kind of tired that sleep is designed for. And your body is ready. It's been ready for a while. The only thing standing between you and sleep is that last layer of vigilance. The part of your nervous system that's been saying, not yet. Not safe yet. Keep watching. We've been telling it something different for this whole hour. And it's beginning to listen. I want you to talk to that part of you directly. Not out loud. Just internally. Tell it, I've got this tonight. You can rest. I'm going to sleep now, and everything will be okay. The worries in the drawer will be there in the morning. You don't have to watch over them tonight. You can set them down. You can let go. Take a breath. And as you exhale, let that last layer of guard go with it. Let it go. Good. The cottage is warm. The rain is steady outside the window. Your eyes are very heavy. Don't hold on. Let the edge take you. Sleep, love. I'm here. The warmth is here. The frequency is here. Sleep. Good. Just like that. Right there. That's it.